Namaste children, welcome to today's math class. So today we are going to discuss 12th chapter Herons formula, or it is also known as Hero's formula. Herons formula, what it is, where we use. Yes, Heron is a great mathematician and physicist also. So he did many works, wonderful works, fantastic works in mensuration concept, that is areas and volumes and the perimeters of the plane figures on three-dimensional figures, 3D shapes. Yes, what we are going to discuss in this chapter is finding area of a triangle. Finding area of a triangle. Yes, in the lower classes we have studied what is perimeter. Perimeter is the total length of the boundary of a boundary line of a closed figure is known as perimeter. What is perimeter? Perimeter is the total length of the boundary line of a closed figure. The total length of the boundary line of a closed figure or a plane figure. Boundary line of a plane figure is called perimeter. So what is perimeter? It is the total length of the boundary line of a plane figure, and we have studied how to find the area of a circle, perimeter of a circle, perimeter of a rectangle, triangle, square, rhombus, trapezium, parallelogram, and different polygons also, regular polygons or irregular polygons. We studied it in the lower classes, that is by adding all the lengths of the sides of the polygons or the plane figures. Circle we discussed in the form of an activity also. Now here, this is about perimeter. What are the units of perimeter? Units of perimeter, it is very small is there, we use millimeters, and then centimeters, meters, and even kilometers also we use to measure the perimeter. And the other concept, it is area. What is area? Area is the space occupied by a plane figure. 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 A plane figure is called area. Plane figure is called area. So we have studied how to find the area of different plane figures like a rectangle. It is length into breadth, square, side into side, and even different plane figures. And we too studied about the triangle. How to find area of a triangle. Yes, area. What are the units of area? There are square units. Square units means square millimeter. Very small we use square millimeters, or square centimeter, or square meters, or square kilometer. Even we use the hectares for big areas are there. For that we use hectares also. So this is about the introduction of perimeter and area, which we studied in the previous classes. And in this class we are going to study how to find area of a triangle. Yes, even in our lower classes, previous classes, we studied the area of a triangle. Area of a triangle, it is half into base into height. Half into base into height square units. Or symbolically what we write is half BH. That is half into B into H. B stands for base, H stands for height or the altitude. Square units. Yes children, when we use this formula to find area of a triangle? Yes, exactly. When we know the base of the triangle and its height or the altitude. Can anybody say what is altitude or the height? Yes, it is the perpendicular drawn from one vertex to its opposite vertex in a triangle. The perpendicular drawn from one vertex to its opposite side. From this vertex, opposite side is this one. So this perpendicular which is known as height or the altitude. It is also known as altitude. Height or altitude. So we use this formula to find area of a triangle when we know the base and height. Yes, we use this formula. We have used this formula to find area of a right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, two sides are perpendicular to each other. That is, one side will act as the base, the other side will act as what? The altitude. Yes, if you consider ABC is a right angle triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle B is 90 degrees. Here AB is perpendicular to BC. AB is perpendicular to BC. So AB is the height and BC is the base. Even we can consider BC is the height and AB is the base. So we know for right angle triangle and we apply half into base into height formula, we will find area of the triangle. And we studied area of equilateral triangle. Area of an equilateral triangle. Yes. How do we find area of an equilateral triangle? Yes, let this is an equilateral triangle. ABC is an equilateral triangle. Yes, of side 10 centimeters. Side 10 centimeters each. How do we find area of this? Yes, we have derived a formula from half into base into height. Because here we don't know the height. Here we don't know the height. Directly we cannot use this formula half into base into height. So first we have to find the height. Yes, draw the perpendicular and that perpendicular will act as the median also. In an equilateral triangle, the perpendicular will act as median. Therefore it divides into two equal parts. And this is 5 centimeters and it is 5 centimeters. Now it is a right angle triangle. Which is right angle triangle? Triangle ABD is a right angle triangle. Apply Pythagoras theorem and we will find the height. Then we will use the same formula half into base into height and we can find its area. We will have another formula is there, area of an equilateral triangle. Area of an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. What is that it is? Yes. It is root 3 by 4 a square units. Root 3 by 4 a square, where a stands for length of each equal side. Root 3 by 4 a square. Now here we know side is 10 centimeters. Directly we can apply and we will find out. So this formula is also derived from half into b into h. That is half into base into height only. So we use this formula to find area of a triangle when we know the base and height. In equilateral triangle, we don't know the base, so we know base and we don't know height. So we will find height by using Pythagoras theorem and we will use this formula. Or directly we can use the formula root 3 by 4 a square, which is derived from half into base into height. What about scaling? What about isosceles triangle? What about isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle. How do you find area of an isosceles triangle? Yes, what is isosceles triangle? A triangle in which two sides are equal. A triangle in which two sides are equal. Let PQR is an isosceles triangle in which PQ and PR both are equal. So here also we know only this sides. For example, this is 5 centimeters and it is 5 centimeters. It is 8 centimeters. How do we find its area? We can find by using the same formula half into base into height. Before using this formula, we have to find the height because we don't know the height. Now draw a perpendicular from here and this perpendicular will act as the median and it divides into two equal parts, that is bisects. Now this will be 4 centimeters. Apply the Pythagoras theorem for triangle PQS. Take this point as PQS. Apply the Pythagoras theorem and find the height. Then use this formula half into base into height to find the square area of isosceles triangle. So equilateral triangle we use the same formula, right angle triangle we use the same formula, isosceles triangle formula to find area of the triangles. Now for suppose a scalene triangle is given, a scalene triangle where all the sides are unequal, all the sides are not equal. A scalene triangle means all the sides are not equal. How do we find area of a scalene triangle? Can we find area of an isosceles triangle, a scalene triangle, by using the formula half into base into height? Yes, this is the scalene triangle. If you consider 7 centimeters, 12 centimeters and 6 centimeters. As all the sides are unequal or different in length, therefore it is an scalene triangle. How do you find its area? Can we use this formula? Yes, of course we can use. But we have to find the height. So there it is a lengthy process, time-consuming process to find the height of an scalene triangle. In such cases, when we know the three sides of the triangle and we don't know the height, here also we don't know the height for equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. But there is a possibility of finding height very easily. Easily we'll find out height of the equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. But for scalene triangle, it is a time consuming. It takes a lot of time to find the height of the scalene triangle. In such cases, yes, the famous mathematician Heron, he came forward and he developed one formula. That formula is Heron's formula. What is Heron's formula? It is used to find area of a triangle when three sides are given. It is used to find area of a triangle when three sides are given. We can use that formula to what? For equilateral triangle, even for isosceles triangle and even for right angle triangle also we can use. But especially for right angle triangle, if you know the base and height, directly we use this formula half into base into height and easily we will calculate its area. So what is Heron's formula? It is used to find the area of a triangle when three sides of the triangle are given. That is when we don't know height and it is very difficult to find the height of the triangle. In such cases we use Heron's formula. Now what is Heron's formula? We will discuss with some examples. Yes, as we discussed, Heron's formula is used to find the area of a triangle when three sides are known to us, and when if it is difficult to find the altitude of the triangle, that is the height of the triangle, we use this formula. So Heron's formula is area of a triangle. So what is this formula? It is equals to square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c square units. Yes, consider this is a triangle and the three sides are represented with a units, b units and c units. A and B, comma C are the length of the three sides. So area of a triangle is equals to square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c square units. Now what is S? S is semi-perimeter. That is half of perimeter is S. Yet we know how to find area of perimeter of a triangle. That is sum of the lengths of three sides is the perimeter. Therefore S is equals to half of perimeter means perimeter is P by 2. Perimeter means sum of the three sides, that is length of A, B, C. A plus B plus C by 2. That is S. S is equals to A plus B plus C by 2. So what is Heron's formula? It is used to find area of a triangle when we know the three sides of the triangle. And it is square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c square units. Where s is semi-perimeter, that is half of the perimeter. That is S is equals to A plus B plus C by 2, where A, B, C are the lengths of the three sides of a triangle. Is it clear, children? Now we discuss an example. Yes, example. An example we will discuss. Yes. Find the area of a triangle. Find the area of a triangle. Area of a triangle whose sides are 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters and 5 centimeters. Yes, we have to find area of this triangle whose lengths are, it is 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters and 5 centimeters. Here we know the lengths of the three sides of the triangle. Yes. So let the sides are A is equals to 3 centimeters, B is equals to 5 centimeters and C is equals to 4 centimeters. Now what is area of a triangle? Yes, area of triangle using Herons formula. Area of triangle. Can we use here that half into base into height? Yes, of course we can use. But we need to find the height. If you see the measurements of this 3, 4, 5, these three numbers forms Pythagorean triplet. What is Pythagorean triplet? Triplet means three numbers which satisfies the Pythagorean property. It means right angle. So if you observe here, this measurements will form a right angle triangle. It forms a right angle triangle. Why I have drawn? Because we are using the concept of Herons formula that we don't know whether it is right angle or not. If you think in deep, we will find out it is a right angle triangle. Now area of triangle formula is square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C square units. Write the formula, Herons formula, and find S is equals to what? A plus B plus C by 2. That is A is equals to 3 plus B is equals to what? 5 plus C is equals to 4 by 2. That is 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 4, 12. 12 by 2. 2 ones are, 2 6 are. That is 6 centimeters. Half of the perimeter is 6 centimeters. Now you find individually S minus A, S minus B and S minus C. Now S minus A is equals to, S is equal to 6 minus A is equals to what? A is equal to 3 units, 3 centimeters. That is 6 minus 3 is 3 centimeters. Now S minus B is equals to, S is equal to 6 minus B is equals to 5. 6 minus 5 is 1 centimeter. Similarly, find S minus C. S is equals to 6 centimeters and C is equals to 4. Therefore, it is 6 minus 4. It is 2 centimeters. Now, you substitute in this formula these values. That is, area of triangle is equal to square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C square units. Where S is equal to what? 6 into S minus A. How much we got? 3 into S minus B. How much we got? 1 into 1 into S minus C. It is 2. S minus 2 is 2. Square units is square centimeters. Now, yes, what it is? You have to find the square root of this number. Multiply 6 into 3. 6 threes are 18. 18 into 1. 18. 18 into 2. 18 twos are 36. Square root of 36 square centimeters. Yes. Square root of 36. 36 is a perfect square number. So square root of 36 is plus or minus 6. But lengths are never negative. We will ignore the negative value, that is minus 6. So we will consider plus 6. That is square root of 36 is 6. 6 square centimeters. 6 square centimeters. Like this, we will find the area of triangle using the Herons formula. It's a simple formula. Simple question. Now we'll discuss one more example. When two sides, that is one side is not given, two sides and its perimeter is given, how do we find its area? Clear, children? Now, example, find the area of a triangle, two sides of which are 8 centimeters and 11 centimeters, and the perimeter is 32 centimeters. Here, perimeter is given 32 centimeters and two sides are given. Let the two sides, that is here it is 8 centimeters and it is 11 centimeters. This side we don't know. But its perimeter is given how much? 32 centimeters. When we use this formula, Herons formula, yes, when we know the three sides of the triangle, but here only two sides are known. The third side is not known. How do we find the third side? Yes, perimeter is 32 centimeters, which is sum of the three sides of the triangle. Sum of three sides we know. And also we know sum of two sides. Now can we find the third side? Yes. How? By subtracting the sum of two sides of the triangle from its perimeter, that is sum of the three sides of the triangle. First we have to find the third side, then apply the Herons formula to find area of this triangle. So in the previous question, three sides are given, that is a direct sum, and it is a little bit some application sum, and still you have some more applications, that is when the three sides are given the ratio, how to find the area of the triangle also we will discuss in the next classes. Now here, yes, let the two sides, let A is equals to 8 centimeters and B is equals to 11 centimeters. C we don't know, so we have to find. Perimeter also we know, perimeter B is equals to 32 centimeters. 32 centimeters. We know perimeter B is equals to A plus B plus C is equals to P. Sum of the three sides of the triangle is perimeter. Here A is equals to 8 plus B is equals to 11 and plus C is equals to, we don't know, write it as C. Perimeter is 32. 8 plus 11, 19. Plus C is equals to 32. Now C is equals to 32, transpose plus 19 to RHS, it will become minus 19. Now C is equals to what? 32 minus 19, it is 13 centimeters. Now C is equal to how much? 13 centimeters. Yes, C you know. Then what we have to find? Yes, S is equals to what? Half of the perimeter. Perimeter is given 32 centimeters. Therefore, it is 32 by 2. 2 ones are 2. 3 minus 2, 1 and bring to 12. 2 6 are 12. That is 16 centimeters. We know the formula to find area of a triangle. It is square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Now find S minus A. Individually find S minus A. S is equals to 16 minus A is equals to 8. 16 minus 8 it is 8 centimeters. Find S minus B. S is 16 centimeters and B is what? 11 centimeters. 16 minus 11, yes, it is 5 centimeters. Then S minus C. S minus C. Find S is equals to 16 minus C is equal to what we got? 13. Yes, 16 minus 13 is 3 centimeters. Clear children? First we have to find the third side, that we can find by subtracting the sum of the two sides from the perimeter, and we got the third side as 13 centimeters. Find S, then you find S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Now area of triangle, that is Herons formula. Herons formula, area of triangle using Herons formula. So what is that formula? It is area of a triangle is equals to square root of S into S minus A into S minus D into S minus C square units. Now you substitute those values in the formula. S square root of S is equal to what? 16 into S minus A is equals to 8 into S minus D is equals to 5 into S minus C is 3 square centimeters. Now you have to find the square root of this value. So how do we find square root of? Two methods. Multiply all these numbers 16, 8, 5 and 3. Then go for prime factorization. Find the prime factorization. We studied in class 8. From prime factorization, from each pair we will take one factor and we will multiply. If you find more than one pair is there, we will multiply those common factors and we will get the square root. And here you see 16 can be written as what we will do even in the prime factorization method also. We need to find the pairs of factors. Yes, for that you see here itself 16 can be written as what? 2 into 8 and here we have 8 is there and here it is 5 and here it is 3 is there. Yes, now if you see here, yes, 8 is their pair, 8 is their pair, 8 into 8, so we will take 1 8 out. It is 8 into square root of 2, there is no pair, 5 there is no pair, 3 there is no pair. Now multiply the remaining factors. 2 into 5 10, 10 into 3 is 30, 8 into square root of 30 square centimeters is the area. Therefore area of given triangle is what is this? It is square root of, yes, so what here it is? We got 8 to 30 square centimeters. Therefore area of given triangle is equals to 8 into square root of 30 square centimeters. So like this we will find here this prime factorization. This is one method, or otherwise we multiply all these numbers and write the prime factors of those numbers. From that you take the pairs like what I took like this, and if you find more than one pair, from each pair you take one factor and multiply, you get the product. That product will give you the square root of the given number. Like this we will find the areas of triangle by using the Herons formula. So different situations. See the previous one, when 3 sides are given, here 2 sides and perimeter is given. You may find different situation like what it is, 3 sides are given in the ratio. How do we find the area of the triangle? That you can find by using this concept of what it is, Herons formula. Is it clear, children? Thank you very much.